All right, chapter 4, lesson 1, understanding stress. All right, so the first thing we got to ask ourselves is, what is stress? Well, stress is just your way your body and your mind reacts to those everyday challenges and demands that we talked about in unit number 3, or chapter number 3, excuse me. Um, some of it has to do with our perception. Um, some of us are people who are sensing that there is stress coming, or you're feeling pressure from somebody. Maybe they're putting work demands on you or time constraints on you or whatnot. But we all kind of have a different set of criteria when it comes to what we think stress is all about. I'm a type A personality person, so time is real important to me. People following rules, that kind of stuff. And some people are just not that way, and they just have a little bit different perception about time and workloads and how much stress we have and whatnot. One of the important points to point out that stress can be positive or negative, which kind of seems a little odd, but positive stress sometimes can help you to work harder. You're playing a big opponent in the upcoming volleyball game tonight, and that stress sometimes can get you to perform at a higher level. Sometimes stress can get you to maybe study a little bit harder for that test that you have, that is a final exam. It can really determine whether or not your grade is going to be an A or a B or whatnot. Stress can also be negative, obviously. Sometimes too much workload, time constraints, just feeling overwhelmed, feeling frustrated, can cause you to become stressed out. What's interesting is that sometimes people, I think, view positive and negative stress differently. Your body does not. Your body basically says the stress is the same and it doesn't like it. And so having too much positive stress in your life or having too much negative stress doesn't really matter. It just matters that there's stress on your body and it doesn't like it. And so we have to try to figure out ways to alleviate this stress. The next slide is going to have a videotape of some people that are having some bad days at work, and can kind of get into some ways that people get stressed out. So I hope you enjoy.
Where is the moment we need it the most? You kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. And tell me your blue skies fade to gray. And tell me your passion's gone away. And I don't need no carrying on. You stand in the line just to hit a new low. You're faking a smile with the coffee to go. And tell me your life's been way offline. You fall to pieces every time. And I don't need no carrying on. 'Cause you had a bad day, you take everyone down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't go, you tell me don't lie. You work and a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day, your camera don't lie. You come back down and you really don't mind. You had a bad day, you had a bad about what you say, and I don't need no caring. You had a bad day, you taking one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. You said you don't know, tell me don't lie. You work and a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day, the camera don't lie. You're coming back down and you really don't mind. You had a bad day. Sometimes the system goes on the blink and the whole thing it turns out wrong. You might not make it back and you know that you could be well, that's wrong. And I'm So where was the passion when you needed the most? Oh, you kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. Cause you had a bad day, you're taking one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie. You work and a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day, you see what you like. And how does it feel? One more time. You had a bad day. You had a bad day.
Well, hopefully your day isn't going as bad as some of those people's days were going. But as you can see, I mean, it just depends on the situation. Obviously, there were different situations, technical issues, computer issues, whatnot. People talking on the telephone, annoying the heck out of them. But obviously, these are all stressors that cause people stress. So when your body, starts to adapt to stress, or it goes into stress, I should say, there's some things that happen. The first stage is called the alarm phase, and that's that fight or flight response that prepares people, to flee or to fight, depending on what the threat is all about. It gets your mind on high alert, and it causes you to be able to react the way that you need to. The resistance comes into play when the body tries to adapt to the stress that is being placed on it. Your body hates it. It wants it to be at homeostasis, that nice calm, 72 beats per minute, 120 over 80 heart rate, or excuse me, blood pressure. It wants to be in that real nice, easygoing mode. And when it starts to get stressed, it doesn't like that, and it tries to return it to normal. What does this cause? Well, it causes your body to become extremely fatigued, and besides the fatigue factor and tiring you out, it also can break down your immune system, and that's where you see a lot of people who are under stressful situations get sick. Not just mentally sick, but physically sick. Physically in the sense that their immune system gets broken down, and they're more prone to diseases and bugs and whatnot they're going there. So, stress in your health. We talk about this a little bit when we talk about kids who miss school a lot, and that's that psychosomatic response. You can actually, for lack of better terms, you can make yourself sick. You can cause yourself through stress to actually have headaches, stomach aches. We see kids who are suffering from migraine headaches right now and who don't go to school a lot. And one of the things that we talk to them about when we're trying to get them to come back is, what is causing their headaches? And a lot of times they don't know. Some people believe that it's stress induced, and that when you miss a lot of school and you have all this homework sitting on you and you have all these tasks at hand, when you come back, that it can actually cause your headaches to increase. And whether or not it's physically induced or psychosomatically induced, doesn't matter. You still have a headache. But Some of you probably have had this situation before where you've been stressed out. You may have had a stomach ache or whatnot, and that's kind of the same thing.